Losing time, I'm fading fast. I just wanna make it last. Try to let go of the past. I close my eyes, embrace the blast. Sleepless nights and headache stack. Restlessness to hell and back. What's my purpose? What do I grab? A slippery surface, a heart attack. And sometimes you just gotta believe there's something that'll give you relief. There's something that'll have what you need, what you need. We're broken, it's tragic, we're not all elastic, but maybe there's magic, believe you could have it. And I know of sadness, the anxious and panic, the infinite vastness of all that is blackness.
Guys, how you going? I'm back and I want to apologize for the last live stream I did. That was terrible. I hadn't had a smoke for a week and then I had one that morning and it just threw me, absolutely threw me. So I won't be doing that again. You got a straight Hev here today. Hey Michelle App, how you doing? Hey David, how you going from WA? Where as usual it's raining again. Okay, Sarah, anyone recommend a good book on boat building? If you could get in touch with Noah, I believe he built the best boat, but I don't know how you could find him. Maybe, yeah, read the Bible, maybe. Does it have the instructions in there on how to build the ark? Hey Alex, how you going? Michelle, what a lovely semi-surprise live. I've been arranging my bedroom all day, rearranging. Still not completely done, but nice to have a good clear out of so much junk. Good on you, Alex. Also finding things I forgot. I had is a nice surprise. It is. Hey, David and Mark, how you going from Santa Fe? Faith, how you going? How you going, Sherry? She didn't do it this time. No, it's because I didn't say it right. Hey, Sherry, how you going?
I'm fine, thanks.
God, I love that. Alex said nothing like a good brew, David. Dealey, how you going? Deb, how you going? MM, how you going? I am Kai, how you going? What the heck, how you going? Sorry I missed you Saturday. I'm glad you did, honestly. It was a disaster, I think. I really feel like pulling the Saturday live down just because I was so smashed. It knocked me. After not having it for a week, it knocks you. So I'm going to just do it at night now. I don't need to do it anymore. It used to be a medicinal thing when I was really sick, but I don't need that anymore because I'm starting to get better. So there's no point, and it just makes you tired during the day. So the best thing is just do it at night and don't worry about the daytime. I'm all right. Okay, so everyone's saying hello. I wanted to get into some news today because there is a lot going on. Apparently, the Biden administration have passed the spending bill. Oh, great. And it's got everything in it. It's not what they said. It's just, yeah, it's ridiculous. What else have we got? Just let me check things. Judith died, passed away. The lady who sang We are one, but we are many, and from all the lands on earth we come. We share a dream and speak with one voice. I am, you are, we are Australian. That lady who sung that song has died. Olivia Newton-John from Greece has died. You know who Olivia Newton-John is? Everyone knows Grease. Come on, we've all seen the movie. Olivia Newton-John was Australia's sweetheart, and she passed away today. Dear Lisa, I love you all so much. Oh, God, love you. And said, that's okay, Alexa. It's Siri, and when I say Sherry, it gets mixed up. So it answers for Sherry when I say hello to Sherry. Looks like
we want to send the message.
Hey, go away.
Okay.
She answered again. Faith, looks like we reportedly lost Olivia Newton-John. Yes. Alex said, I literally watched the moon acting quite strange tonight. Literally moved so quick and looked so strange. I believe that we had snow during the night last night, but I missed it because I was asleep. That's when it happens. If it's, look, oh, it's cloudy again. It was sunny this morning. We're going to get rain today. If it snows, I will tape it. Okay, little known fact, a group of Indigenous mothers travelled by bus to Canberra to speak to the politicians about the plight of their families in remote communities. Only one politician met with them. Can you guess who it was? Pauline Hanson. Oh, yeah, and the US is giving the IRS $80 billion for like an extra around 80,000 IRS agents. Seriously? They've just done this spending bill and now they're paying more IRS agents to go after more people for tax. Why don't they turn that on themselves? I'd like that. Zuby said, it's clear to me the greatest threat to USA is not Russia, China, Iran, nor any foreign power. The greatest threats are internal. There's a bizarre form of social, cultural, and political hurry-curry going on, self-immolation. Twitter admits flaw, exposed private users' data of over 5.4 million accounts. So has Facebook. They have just been busted for giving people's medical information to corporations so that they can target ads towards them. You've got that. Biden can't even dress himself. He tries to get out of the car and put his jacket on, and Jill has to help him get dressed because he just can't even do that. Oh, yeah, it's the Inflation Reduction Act, right? When they say something, think the opposite because that's what it means. So instead of inflation reduction, it's going to mean more, okay? And even Biden was quoted as saying, we're doing today what we passed yesterday, helping take care of everything from healthcare to God knows what else. That's what Biden said. So God knows what's in that bill. And no one could see it, but this happened before, quite a few years ago. No one could see the bill before signing it. Now, that's not on. Every politician should be given at least a week, I think, 5 days to a week, to read what's in each bill before signing anything. And I don't know about there, but here in Australia, you're supposed to take things to a referendum to the people before you change any rules. Eric Garcia says the IRS said it's easier to audit poor people, so that's why they do it. Only a tax cheat would be mad at hiring of more IRS workers. No, I think it's made that way. Oh, Alec Baldwin gets bad news from district attorney. Apparently he might be going down. Don't mind my glasses. I sat on them, so they're all wonky. Hilaria Baldwin? Is that a real name? Okay, Hilarious Baldwin is claiming enemies are trying to destroy her husband. Alec Baldwin. Okay, it's his wife. After he fatally shot a woman on a movie set last year. In an Instagram post, she claimed Alec has taken blows and sacrifices for being an outspoken celebrity and that they've both been the target of dehumanisation. You know what happens when you murder someone? Most people go to jail. To enter your world and become your person has been both a joy and an eye-open experience. How many wonderful moments meeting incredible people, doing amazing experiences and building a family. I am forever grateful every day, she penned. The darker part is seeing behind the curtain at how some of this business can function and the blows and sacrifices that someone in the public eye takes for speaking up for what they believe and for helping others, she said. What, helping others to die? No matter what she claims on social media, her husband did kill a woman, accident or not, and he could be charged for it. Santa Fe County Sheriff Aden Mendoza told the Today Show that Alec Baldwin is not off the hook for the deadly incident. I don't think anybody's off the hook when it comes to criminal charges. I've said this before. I think there was complacency on the set. There was disorganisation and a degree of negligence. Whether that rises to the criminal level, that will be up to the district attorney, he said during the interview. Baldwin's still part of the ongoing investigation into the October 21, 2021 shooting of Hutchins on the New Mexico set of Rust after the actor fired a loaded gun at the cinematographer. Baldwin previously declared he does not believe any charges will be coming for him in the shooting death of the cinematographer on the set of his movie Rust, but the district attorney does not necessarily agree. Someone put a live bullet in a gun, a bullet that wasn't even supposed to be on the property, the actor said to ABC News host George Stephanopoulos. Said, someone is responsible for what happened, and I can't say who that is, but I know it's not me. I don't know what happened. Well, isn't it up to him to check the gun? Like each hand it goes through should be checking, shouldn't they? Isn't that safety? I don't know. I don't know what happened on that set. I don't know how that bullet arrived in that gun. I don't know, he said, but I'm all for doing anything that will take us to the place where this is less likely to happen again. Well, if you jail Alec Baldwin, it's less likely to happen again, isn't it? Sorry, guys, I've got a tickle. I'm going to cough. But then he made a statement that has ruffled the feathers of some in law enforcement who are working on the case. I've been told by people who are in the know in terms of even inside the state that it's highly unlikely that I would be charged with anything criminally, Baldwin said. First Judicial District Attorney Mark Carmack, Altwise, appeared to respond directly to Baldwin's interview on Friday when she said to Deadline, certain individuals may be criminally culpable for her actions and or inactions on the set of Rust. She said that she plans to exercise prosecutorial discretion to its fullest, including filing charges that are supported by a probable cause. Carmack Altwise also said today that her office is exploring various legal theories at the time. So he's not off the hook, okay? That's Alec Baldwin. And someone was stabbed in Australia. There was two groups of men having a fight. One had a knife and he stabbed a guy in the throat, and within seconds the guy had fallen over dead. I've shared that on Twitter. Warning, it's very graphic. If your government wants to seize farmers' lands, you might not live in a free country. And I can tell you right now, Australia's not a free country. We are all, I think the rest of the world are relying on the US right now. They're the last stand. They're the last armed populace. And we're kind of all relying, and I know it's bad, I wish it wasn't that way, but we are all relying on the US to not give in, not cave, don't cave, stand strong. Apparently, storage of unused PPE, the personal protection equipment, costs the taxpayer, and this must be in the UK, £700,000 a day to store it. Apparently, Australia banned Novak Djokovic, but allows COVID-positive player to play cricket. How ironic is that? The Italians are going, go guys. Italians in Italy are going really hard. Don't upset the Italians. A friendly reminder to grubby elites, we outnumber you. And it's huge. London middle-class vegans pour milk onto the floor in Harrods. Why? Okay, the cow's already been milked. There's no point in wasting it and pouring it on the floor. I don't know. Vegans, there are some sensible ones and there are some not so sensible ones. Apparently, Australian hospitals are overwhelmed, ambulances backed up as far as the eye can see, and all the experts can say is the system is broken. Can someone please address the herd of elephants in the room and ask why at 95%, double, everyone is so sick? I have not had anything. I have not done this. I have not done anything. And so far, the worst I've had is a sniffle. And I have I'm immunocompromised. So remember that time when 51 former deep state intelligence officials told America that Hunter Biden's laptop was Russian disinformation? Those 51 former intelligence officers should be looked at very carefully. They thought it was Russian disinformation. We found out it was real. Democrats, leftists, rags, and fact checkers say the Inflation Reduction Bill won't raise taxes on anyone making under $400,000. So just remember your eyes, ears, and bank accounts are lying to you when you pay more taxes next year. Oh, and the US is sending another $4.5 billion to Ukraine. Meanwhile, they're struggling really badly. Safety warning. Due to a safety recall involving battery fires, Chevrolet Bolt EVs and EUVs are prohibited from parking at this facility until further notice. So we're having all sorts of problems all over the place. All under the place? Over. Do not, under any circumstances, accept any central bank-issued digital currency. Use cash for everything if you can. We must end the Rothschild global banking cartel and take back our financial freedoms. Cash is king. I'm also hearing people calling for the finish of the Reserve Bank and the IRS. So there you go. By the way, Liz Cheney's husband is a partner at the law firm representing Hunter Biden. Oh dear. Dubai creates its own rain to tackle 122-degree Fahrenheit heat. Drones blast clouds with electrical charge to produce downpours. So when people tell you they cannot control the weather, they actually can. They only do it to hurt us, though, mainly. They never really do anything to help us. It's always hurting us. So that is a quick run over of some of the news. You've got, $4.5 billion package to Ukraine and another $1 billion in military aid. Arkansas judge found dead at the bottom of Mud Lake. Hang on. An Arkansas judge. Nothing to do with that body count, is it? Did he throw himself in there? At some point during their outing, Bucher reportedly ventured off alone. After time had passed, no one had seen or heard from him. He was last seen near Mud Lake, which channels into the Arkansas River just north of Acorn Drive in Radell, Arkansas. I want to find out how he died. Because I want to know, did he shoot himself and then drown himself or something, something ridiculous like that? Okay, a sonar revealed a body on the bottom of the lake. We normally float when we drown. So I'd be already questioning that because people mostly when they drown, they float. They don't sink to the bottom unless you've absolutely expelled every piece of air out of yourself. But even when you find a dead body on the water, it's normally floating. I'm sorry to say that's horrible, but that's how it is. His body will be sent to the state medical examiner for an autopsy. Who is the state medical examiner in Arkansas? That wasn't the same ones that did the bodies on the tracks, was it? Because that bloke was really just useless. Okay, I can't find anything. He was detected at the bottom of Mud Lake. Is that like a mud? Is it full of mud? Mud Lake? I don't know. I could probably see, I don't know. would you sink to the bottom of, because we got mud, we call them mud baths, right, in Western Sydney, and it's just like full on mud, but you sink into it. It's like quicksand nearly. Is that what that's like? 2 Georgia counties for hand recount suddenly changed course. Ooh. They're still looking into that, by the way. People dropping while running. Young kids, 12-year-old girl suddenly collapses while running. Elon Musk challenges Twitter CEO to debate to prove bot reporting. Twitter materially restated its SEC reporting on bot 3 days after signing deal with Musk without telling him. And there's a fentanyl crisis in the US, as most people should know. It's coming over the border because that's what they're doing. They're trafficking drugs, people, money, arms. It's not just citizens, okay, that are crossing the border. There are people using that to their own advantage. And I'd say most of the people in charge are using it to their own advantage. Beto O'Rourke chased away from Texas venue by throngs of Abbott supporters as Kid Rock plays in the background. What's that? An Italian runner loses the race in Colombia after his penis came out in the middle of the run. Was he racing against FEMA? I think he might have been. No, he wasn't. No, they're males. But apparently he lost control and as a result lost the race. Why? In a recent event in Colombia, an Italian runner held the lead until his penis began falling out of his shorts. Unfortunately, this led to some embarrassment and him losing the race and his dignity. The poor bloke. Yeah, because he probably stopped to try and put it back. I don't know. That is a weird story. Oh, my goodness. Ohio man executes 4 neighbours over mind control posts. Insane Facebook rant claiming they use telepathy to control. I think we're going to see a lot more of this come out. Do you know how many of the shooters in America claim they hear voices? They're also on SSRI drugs and they're normally seeing therapists. I'd be looking at every part of that, including the therapists, right, to see what is actually going on. Because there seems to be something going on. And I'm not like, yeah, I won't discount mind control because if you've ever looked into Project MKUltra, you'll realise that they can and do things like that. Western propaganda continues to promote the meme that Putin has lost. Chris Rock responds to Will Smith's apology for assaulting him at the Oscars with an epic response. What did he say? What did he say? Everybody's trying to be a expletive victim, Rock said per people. If everybody claims to be a victim, then nobody will hear the real victims. Even me getting smacked by Shug Smith, I went to work the next day. I got kids. Yeah, well, he's right. If everyone claims the victim, the real victims just get hidden by fake victims. What else have we got? BS meter reaches level 10. New book by liberal authors claim Mr. T wanted military generals to be loyal like Nazis. For God's sake. The whole way through that, they were saying, think for yourself. Use your discernment. What else have we got? It looks like a lot of the Republicans are winning, the ones that Mr. T has endorsed. Oh, by the way, the IRS has taken a lot of ammunition. They're storing it. Why? And it says here, Democrats' inflation bill will add agents to an already armed IRS. Only Democrats and China win. In a rare move, US bishop released scathing letter blasting Catholic Joe Biden on his executive order to facilitate abortion. More than 60% of voters are concerned with cheating in the midterm elections. I wonder why. Oh, cop fired from our New York PD for being friends with Roger Stone on January 6th. So, okay, if you start defunding police, firing good cops just for being friends with people, who are you gonna ring when you have an emergency? Say you gave your guns up, who are you gonna ring? Because that's what we face here. Who are you gonna ring? The police, and wait hours for them to get there? By that time, you're already dead. Apparently, Joe Biden in Kentucky said the weather may be beyond our control for now, but it's not beyond our control. I think he needs to think a bit more. Incoherent liberal fever dream of lies. Michigan Attorney General candidate Matt DePerno responds to AG's threats of political lawsuit. Georgia, someone was caught on camera shoving things into a box, video of it. Biden sniffs woman's hair, gets touchy-feely with girls as he visits families impacted by Kentucky floods. So that's pretty much what... That's the news for today as far as I can see. I am Kai says such a huge telly family. I'm way back in the comments, by the way, guys. Gavin said, Siri just answered me on this end, Hev. So when I say it, if you got Siri on, she might recognise it. Hey, LA, good morning. Alex said, I know, how sad to hear. That's a lovely song. Yeah. Well, they all, like not just her. There's been another death too in the last couple of days, and I think we're going to see a lot more of this happening. D. Lee said, sing it, Hev. Alex said, oh, shit, Hev. Judith Durham, that's it. That's it, Gavin. Thank you. Judith Durham. Alex said, I didn't know she sang that. Yeah, Judith Durham sang. It wasn't Olivia Newton-John that sang it. That was Judith Durham. But Olivia Newton-John, most people would know her from Greece. I am Kai said, Gavin, ask it, where did Biden fall? See what it says. Everyone's saying hello. Holly said are bringing your cancers back. Yes, I believe so. They're doing a lot more than that too. There's a lot of damage going on because of them. Anne said, what happened with her husband was so oh, yes, Olivia Newton-John. Her husband disappeared many years ago. And it was no one knew what happened. R.I.P. Olivia, yeah, definitely. David said, we lost 2 Aussie icons. Judith had a voice from heaven. Olivia too. People my age shouldn't be allowed to die. I don't want to be left here on my own. Yeah. I have a lot of friends who died in their 40s. Here, it's like they say that our lifespans are getting longer. They're not. They're getting shorter. My great-grandfather lived to 104. I had another relative live to 105. So actually, and a lot of my mum's elderly friends are living over 100. So I think it's actually coming back the other way. Hey, Darren, how you doing? Deb said, R.I.P. Olivia, beautiful person she was. She was. Carol said, hello, have breaking news. Mar-a-Lago under siege. Large group of FBI raiding the place. Could this be the big event? You never know. Let's see what happens. Thank you for telling me. I didn't know that. So there you go. I am Kai said, economy destroyed. Holly Lynn said, and weapons too. Can you believe it? I know. We are struggling in our countries, and the US isn't the only one doing it. Australia's doing it too. We're giving billions to the Ukraine. Why? Why you have homeless on our streets? Why are we giving any money anywhere? Do you know what I mean? Why aren't we helping our own people first? Faye said it's a real shit show here in the US for sure. Yeah, it is everywhere. David said the moon danced for me one night in 2001. I learned a lot that night. I am Kai said, oh, yes, Faith, it's tragic comedy. Holly Lynn said the regime is fake. They will pay judgment. I believe so too. Hey, Luna, how you going? Celine said, woohoo, caught you live. Darren said, finally, the crimes are being revealed. Of course, they don't say that it's exactly what they said. Yeah, I've got to be careful what words I say, because if I talk about, don't talk about the war, right? If I talk about that, they will censor. Holly said they don't do anything that makes sense. None of it does. I honestly, at this point, if you're not awake, what's going on in your brain? I'm sorry to say that, but seriously, it's so obvious. You can't miss it. I am Kai said China economy. I'm going to say it that way, okay, because tanks in 40 days as well. Well, they've already shut their banks doors, okay, so people can't get their money. Watch for China, right? I'm going to try and say this code worded. Taking Taiwan, right? This is really BS. It belongs to them, okay? Just like what we've seen with the other one, okay? It belongs to them. You cannot have, because this is what the US did years ago. I'm not the people, it's the government, right? They went and they got these countries, took over them, and then went and put arms right up against the border of these other countries. Now, that is a provocation. So that's what is being done. It's been cleaned up and removed. So whatever happens with, over there, don't freak out. Everyone's saying hello still. Holly said, the bribe admin is not C. Yeah, exactly. Anne said Gutfield and the Secret Service names for the top two is shits and giggles. Oh, that's a good one. Alex said, looked like someone was pointing a giant light with all the shadows. I was watching through binoculars. Looked like someone was moving it through the sky. Never seen that before. Isn't that interesting? Because a lot of people say our sun and moon have been replaced by something else. Like they're hiding it. With what? Alex said, I watch the moon and sky regularly. Yep. Yeah, I do. I go out at night when I'm having a cigarette, look around. Selena said, found out I have 3 solar showers. Husband asked why. I said, I need a lot more water for long hair, lols. Sherry said, I got a card in the mail a while back saying that my health records had been stolen. Scary stuff. Yes, apparently. Well, I've got a friend who got hacked in Facebook, and they're using her details, and God knows what they're doing, and the federal police are onto it. So I hope she gets that sorted out, because that's frightening too. David said the IRS is the tax cheater. You don't think you get your money's worth, surely? No, definitely not. I'm hearing a lot more people say that, taxes theft and, shouldn't be, that you can get away with one single sales tax without having your wages taxed as well. That they should be able to do everything that they do on a sales tax, but they don't, because what they want to do is just keep pocketing, So that's why they get all your income tax and everything like that. Holly Lynn said the Clintons don't go after 350 whacks. Darren said, I wish I'd seen it, Alex. Everyone's saying hello. I'm Kai said, huge storms rolling in here. Next 2 days will be soggy. Apparently here too, we're going to get rain for the next 3 or 4, 5 days, possibly. All I can say is I hope it snows, because I don't like it when it's so cold without, like, at least snow for me, At least give me something to look at. Holly said, hopefully he won't have a bold win. Alex said, I wish other people had seen it, Darren. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. We're sure to have another full moon on the 12th. I took pictures, but they're not great. Anne said, think it was a sacrifice? Maybe. A judge, like, is that what we're talking about? The judge in Arkansas? I'm just, yeah. Anything that happens in Arkansas with a high-level person, I'd kind of looking at the body count, that one. Could I have anything to do? They're from Arkansas, or at least he was. Billy Boy was. Face said, hope we get some here in PA, Kai. Way too, hot. Oh, I hope you do. If it's too hot where you are, I hope you get some nice cooling rain. David said, I don't agree either. Baldwin is as guilty as all hell. The cinematographer he shot was about to release a doco on Hollywood pedos. Yeah, I heard that too. So is that why? Was there a plot? Even if he didn't know, right, that the gun was loaded, it's up to every hand that gun goes through to check it before, and he didn't have any reason to aim it at her. Why did he aim it at her? There was no reason. You'd never aim a gun at anyone unless you're willing to shoot them. Even I know that, and we don't have guns in Australia. We do, but you got to register and apply and wait a year, and Liam said, check out Final Days channel video 2 moons. Okay. Final Days channel. Oh, I've also got, Brittany Griner, who's over in Russia getting done for taking pot over there. Well, maybe she's finding out just how good the US is, because she did request not to have the flag and the anthem played when she was over there at the game, at whatever she was doing, right? Now, this might be teaching him a lesson to appreciate the country you come from, because most countries that are not the US are stricter than the US. So, yeah, it could be that. And also, Kamala Harris chucked 2,000 people in prison, left them there to rot when she had evidence that could have got them out. She kept them in there longer for pot. Okay, so, and also, if you can't grow food, if you live in a unit or anywhere where you've got limited space, you know how you buy the bags of potting mix or soil? Buy them. Stick a couple of holes in it and stick your seeds straight in the bag. Don't empty the bag of soil. You can use the bag to grow in. How's that? So I found that out from someone else the other day and went, what a great idea. I was thinking of doing that myself as well. Holly Lynn said the victim was planned to make a movie about the human traffic. Yep, I do believe so. It's the same that happened to, what was it, Lincoln Park? What are their names? Bennington, and it's another guy. There was 3 of them, and they were working on a documentary about that as well when they all passed away. I Am Kai said, and stopped a documentary from being made. Yeah, to stop. Yep. Liam said video of 2 moons. Oh, good. I'll have a look at that. Alex said, I also have an app called Skywalk that lets you superimpose an image so you can see your surroundings, but can also see the app, if that makes sense. Yeah, I used to have one of them, and when you held it up in certain parts of the sky, it would show you where mine might have been different, where each constellation was. So as you held it up, it showed you what that constellation was, and you kept going around the sky and it'd show you different constellations. That was interesting. Darren said, I heard that, Holly. Oh, that makes sense. Liam, I heard about that. Evil sense, I mean, said Han. Yep. Yes, it does, Alex. I'll be watching tomorrow, that's for sure. I'm going to try and put my cheapo telescope together, as if it happens again, I want to see it properly. Can you do video? I don't know. Maybe a video might work better. Holly Lynn says, sounds like a neat app, double exposure effect. Oh, yeah, I don't know if it's the same app I'm thinking of, but there used to be one where you could find out where the constellations were in the sky. Liam, I'll be checking that out. Darren said, I think everyone should reopen their chimneys and have open fires to warm in the winter. I do too. In Australia, a lot of Australians have closed up their chimneys because they don't think they need them because they were told that we're going into global warming, see? It's bloody freezing. I've got 3 degrees here right now. At what time is it? 9:40 in the morning. It's getting cloudy and it's going to rain or snow. God knows which one. We do get snow here in the mountains in Sydney in winter. Not always. There are further southern mountains called the Snowy Mountains that get a lot more snow than we do here, okay? I'm just living in a sometimes it snows, sometimes it doesn't kind of area. But I agree with you, Darren. Liam said, Faith, Final Days channel does great shorts on our skies with video from cams mostly in the Northern Hemisphere. Excellent. Anne said, it's FAA cameras for sky vids. You can check them yourself. Wow. Darren said, I'll try to watch for the moon in future. It's hard here because a lot of the time it's cloudy and you can't see the moon. So when things are happening in the sky, okay, when you have like meteor showers and that, it's always cloudy here. We never get to see anything happening in the sky. So you guys are going to have to tell me when you see things happening in the sky. So please keep your eyes open for me. Holly Lynn said, remember the vodka pours out Russian cleaning Ukraine? Yep. The Nibiru system is definitely out there in our skies. I heard about that over 10 years ago. Planet X, Nibiru, still waiting. It was coming years ago. It's still not here. But anyway, we're waiting. It may come. You never know. I'm not discounting anything right now. David said, I have to wonder now whether Judith and Olivia got any. Yeah, I thought the same thing, David. I wondered if that was the case at all. Or another thought, which is not a nice one. Were they part of anything? I don't know, and I don't want to think that way about them. So I'm just going to go with maybe they did have something, you know. Holly said they're lying, of course. That's all they do. They are broke. Yep, they are. Most things that we are going on, all the news at the moment, most of it, lies. Unless you find the alternative. Darren said, I bet they did, David. Celeste said, I wonder how vegans will like eating insects. Yeah. Wait till the vegans find out that they can't grow their food either. And that they have to eat the insects as well. I don't think it's going to go down well. I don't mind vegans, I swear, as long as they're just normal people and they don't push it. When people start pushing it and saying everybody has to, you need to look up the 2010 articles from the UN pushing it. And it went before that as well. I'm sure there's many. The UN is the one pushing vegans. I'm telling you. I am Kai said crunchy at least. Holly said, I'm thinking they probably did. I've lost a few people who took it and their cancers rushed up strong. Well, okay. My mum now has what sounds like shingles. She's had 2. Okay, she told me the other day, something's come up on my arms and it's itchy and it's little bumps. And I told her, I said, it's from that. She goes, I'm not having any more. And I said, good, because it is from that. I said, the research I've done and even ads coming out all across the radio and the TV, all about shingles all of a sudden. Oh, I wonder why. It was in there. I think I'm going to sneeze. Let's hope not. Alex said, I've seen bits on that Nibiru, but not much. Maybe that blue beam thing is starting. People should either keep or start watching the sky and get some binoculars or cheap telescope. Yes, definitely. I did have a telescope many years ago, but I couldn't work the bloody thing. It was a cheap crap thing off eBay, and honest to God, I couldn't see anything through it. And I did take the caps off. I wasn't trying to look through with all the caps on. I took the caps off and I couldn't, it just wasn't. I need someone who knows what they're doing either to set it up for me, I think. Holly said they do control the weather. Here in US, high heat wave for days. They did that to us a few years ago here in Australia, and we had severe bushfires from people going out and, you know, these activists, these don't talk about the weather ones. Yeah, them ones going out and doing this in the middle of a heat wave. It was all planned. They're probably trying to do the same thing over there, Holly, I think. David said they've been manipulating the weather since at least the early 1950s. They have. They have. I'll read that in a sec, Alex. Darren said, by definition, vegan cannot eat insects. However, they also shouldn't be fantasizing about eating humans. Yeah, well, there's a few that have eaten those burgers, and I swear to God, those burgers, they're not what people think. You know how I don't know if I was telling you guys or it was on Rumble, but you can now, Hollywood, you can eat Hollywood people, right? Their meat. They have a biopsy and they grow the meat from a biopsy. Let me see if I can find it. Hollywood. What would I search for? Eat Hollywood people. No, that's just giving me eat Hollywood is just eat Hollywood stars. Hang on. Because they're really, what they do is they take a biopsy of celebrities and they grow the meat in a lab and they say, oh, it's a way to get healthy by eating the meat from these healthy people who are stars. And I'm like, yeah, and get some weird disease. No, thank you very much. But they are doing, yeah, they're trying to sell meat from famous people for you to eat. And I really do think those vegan burgers, I'd be careful. You could be eating Soylent Green, if you know what that is. People. Liam said, yes, Hev, weather is absolutely controlled. They can create storms, including quakes, volcanoes, and hurricanes. We knew that from HAARP years ago. HAARP, the High Active Auroral Research Project. It started in Alaska. I believe they've perfected the tech and they've managed to make them smaller so they don't need such a big area to do it in. Now, what that does is is either 3 million or 3 billion watts of electricity into the ionosphere. It stretches it out and then it bounces back. And that's when you can have earthquakes and things, when it bounces back, because they push the ionosphere out and then it comes slamming back down to where it's supposed to be. They've been able to do it for years. Holly said, was he a judge that was not an Obama judge? I don't know. Let me have a look. Let me have a look and see if I can find that. Because that was it. Like, I'd like to know. Judge Bucher is a longtime Arkansas judge, Jeremiah T. Bueker. They believe he tried to go swimming alone. So are they going to say it's an accident? He was a Northern District Court judge, like, I don't know, he just doesn't say. I'm trying to find out by quickly reading. Hang on. Wow. I don't, honestly, it doesn't say. Yeah, it doesn't say. It doesn't say what side he was from. So I'm not sure. Liam said it's all frequencies. Yes, it is now. Alex said I was supposed to get a Nikon camera, but it never turned up, so cancelled the order. Hopefully I'll be able to get another. Yeah, the Nikon cameras are good. Darren said Biden slipped and said they can control the weather. Yes, they can. And that's what chemtrails are part of. They spray that stuff in the sky. It's metals and things, and then they can excite it with frequencies, electricity, and then it does certain things when they play with it certain ways. You know, it can make it rain, can make drought. They can do what they want. I am Kai said bugs before people any day, but no bugs either. Yeah, exactly. David said a judge in Arkansas seems to suggest Arkansas, or is that just me? No, it's not just you. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know. But anyone who does, any person of importance that passes away in Arkansas, I'd be very sus. Who did it? Alex said mealworms smell just like pork scratchings. Whoa. I couldn't even imagine. Faye said, yes, Darren, just saw that today. Yep, that's what I think. That's exactly what I think. Darren said, Alex, you're trying to put me off pork? Alex said, I got put off pork scratching years ago when a mate doing a dare gags on a hairy one. Oh, it was horrific. It would be. Hairy scratchings. Hairy pork scratchings. Oh, my goodness. Sherry said, notifications from headlines with a voice. Just said, Mr. T's Mar-a-Lago home raided by number of FBI. Trump says he's under siege. Okay, could be. Could be. This is, I don't know. Either way, get ready because it's about to go off. I'm telling you now. It's about to go off. David said, insects' lives matter too, but what about plants, vegans? Don't they have feelings too? Yeah, apparently they worked out the plants do have feelings. They are living, breathing things. They breathe in our CO2 and they give us oxygen. Hey, Geoloft, how you going? I am Kai said lost because he had to save Stiffy. Alex said, I've saved a lot of spiders today rearranging my room. Yeah, that's one. I need to clean out my stuff because there's too much. I got too much stuff. Rubbish, you know. Face it, oh no, Sherry, maybe the indictment coming soon? Don't be surprised if Mr. T gets arrested. Don't be surprised. You know what? You know they're going to go hard, try and do everything they can. Darren said, your bits can't accidentally fall out from male sports shorts. They can't? Maybe he had... I can't say that. Maybe he was very well endowed and he couldn't control. I don't know. David said they are controlled. Ordinary people don't just shoot each other for other people for no reason. Yeah, that's what I think. We were told years ago that most crime is committed by 1% of people. I wonder who those 1% are. Who's the 1%? The elite? Luna said, Alex, how's your bell pepper plant going? Oh, yeah. Cynthia said, wanted to say happy Monday. Got to start from the beginning. Been watching OG, The Stand. Good on you, crazy. Good, thank you. Prayers to you and yours. Oh, God love you. The original Stand. Yes, it's the original one you want to watch. It's fantastic. Like it does get it goes through a couple of, because it's 6-hour movies. Some parts can be a little, go and make a cup of tea. But honestly, it's worth a watch. I am Kai said, Rock said, I don't go to Doc for a paper cut. Yeah. Yeah, it's too many people crying victim at the moment for stupid things. You know what I mean? Even I don't consider myself a victim after what I've been through. I'm not going to say I'm a victim. No, I'm here. I'm all right. I got over it. It's all right. Alex said, I watched something on Will Smith the other day, getting exposed as a puppet. Also, that relationship with Jada is toxic. Yeah. We're told to watch The Wives too. Darren said, has anyone noticed more flies this summer? I haven't because it's winter here, so I'm sure. Hey, a couple of years ago when it was really hot here in Australia, I noticed the flies were the amount of them were unbelievable. So when it heats up, the flies come out bad. Alex said, those ant flies I have, Darren. And I am Kai said, Darren, big green blowflies. Yeah, we get them here. We get horse flies or march flies here too, and they bite and they hurt. Anne said, just got a UV infrared camera for sky watching. It's still in the box, but I'll post anything interesting. Yes, please do. Cynthia, M-O-O-N, spells toolbox, lol. Yeah, M-O-O-N spells everything to Tom Cullen. They are everywhere. Wow. Michelle said, one of the shooters in the US said that he thought he was playing a video game. Yes. Well, even the one over in New Zealand, right? That looked like a video game. When they showed, because they had the person apparently had a body cam on, right? Like, you're really angry. You have time to sit there and write a manifesto and then get yourself armoured up with body cams and and it looked like a game. It looked like one of those shooting games. Darren said, Mr. T said 45 primaries, 1 no losses. Yep. Alex said, and the ones without wings. Oh, the flies without wings? Anne said, I've been hearing about a massive fly problem all over the world. That does not surprise me. It'll happen here in summer. You watch. We'll get hundreds of flies. David said they sure fall out of a pair of stubbies though, eh, Darren? Yeah, they do if you've got stubbies on, if you know what stubbies are in Australia. Short football shorts. Unless you've got a good pair of briefs on underneath, you may fall out of them. Robert said, come to Florida, Hev, bring my fam with you when you come. I would if I could. I am Kai said M-O-O-N. That spells funny as hell. Oh, yeah, he's a moon man. Darren said, yes, I am Kai. Big green blowflies. Hundreds of the things. Oh, no. We're in for a bad summer then. Ghostbusters? Who are you going to call? Ghostbusters. Darren said they appeared just after the fields had the muck spread. Oh, okay. Yep, Luna. So who are you going to call? Ghostbusters? Sorry, I had to say it. Yep, that's me saying when the police are defunded, who are you going to call? Ghostbusters. Because that's all you'll have to call. If you don't have any, arms or legs. Hit the likes, guys. Yeah, if you can, hit the likes. Sub if you can, because they're dropping them again. If you don't watch I don't know why they do this. With YouTube, if people don't watch every video, they start dropping those subs off if you haven't watched for a while. So if you find you're unsubbed, please resub. Help me out. I'm struggling here. Oh, dear. Oh, hang on. David said, if you think the police suck, try calling a crackhead next time you're in trouble. Oh, yeah, they'd create even more, wouldn't they? I am Kai said, Darren, I think it's from certain animals. A deer up the road got hit, no buzzards touched it, made a black spot around it. Wow. And what are they doing? What are they spraying? Darren said, David, unless your problem is you need crack. And said, that's strange. I am Kai said, some are probably drones. Geoloft got here late. I was out in the garden with the grandbabies, gorging on mission figs and mulberries in the cool of the evening. Yum. Sunny and still 38 degrees Celsius all day long. We had to shake the cabin fever. Oh, good on you, Geoloft. Yeah, get out and enjoy it. Deb said, my dad died at 45. Oh, that's sad, Deb. Yeah, a lot of people are going young. I've had 4 or 5 friends die in their 40s, which is like, and they didn't have one of them. This was before this all came about. So it is young. I am Kai said I'm 50ish. That's sad to go so young. It is. Holly said, I think so now. Of course they are depopulated. I talked to a Dem and she told me she didn't mind being experimented on to help others. What? Yeah, exactly. What? I don't care. Oh, don't experiment on me. I'm not a lab rat. Alex says, so sad when people die before their time, but I believe they were called for a higher purpose and are in the arms of God. I hope so, because they didn't believe. Deb said, charity should start at home. Exactly. In your own country first. Alex said, love never dies. David said, I've watched friends of every age from 20s upward die. The only 2 women I ever truly loved both died in their 40s. People nearby dropping lately too. Yeah, well, I think a lot of the lately ones are probably from... But the people I knew went before this even happened. Pardon me, hiccup and burp. Yeah, the people I know went before this even started, so people were already dying young. I am Kai, me too, Alex. Job done, on to the next, I hope. Hey, Freemy, how you going from Michigan? Darren said, the government talks about having mandates from the people. There was no mandate to lock us down and destroy the economy. No mandate to back that war or the NWO. Yep. Yeah, my Tennessee, it's a big evil elite club and we ain't in it. Hey, I got called, what did I get called? The stupid CIA bitch on Rumble the other day. And I'm like, mate, where's my pay then? If I'm saying, hey, where's my pay? Shit. I'm like, you're insane, mate. Alex said, I believe we will see everyone we have ever loved and lost again. I hope so. I am Kai said, not even door passes. Faith said, I believe that too, Alex. David said, actually, the real China is Taiwan. China's the CCP. Yeah, it could. Yeah. It belongs to them. It's just that the US years ago, the government, not the people, the gov, went in and tried to free, you know how they bring democracy, okay? But what they do is they put all their arms and tanks and things right on the border. And to the other country, it's like, hey, come on, man. That's you're playing with fire here. Hey, Menacing Muskrat, how you doing? Yep, Patty Mar-a-Lago, raided by FBI. Hi, everyone. Okay, let me have a look, see what I can find out. Oh, here we go. It's right in front of me. Former President Trump says FBI raided his Florida home. It was occupied by a large group of FBI agents. The circumstances of the story were not immediately clear. Keep it here for updates. Breaking. He did not say why they were at his property, but in a statement said that it was not necessary or appropriate. Okay, that's all I'm saying. It's just... Sky News Australia said former President of the United States, Donald Trump, says his home has been raided by the FBI in what he claims is an attack from radical left Democrats who don't want him to run again in 2024. They're going to try anything they can to stop him, believe me. Yeah, that's all I can see. In a dramatic escalation of investigations into the former president. The FBI has not confirmed the raid took place. Yeah, of course they wouldn't. It's not saying anything other than that. Hang on, update. Donald Trump said that federal investigators were raiding his Florida residence, a move that comes, yep, there's still no more updates, really. Yep. What is the difference between this and Watergate, where operatives broke into the Democrat National Committee? Donald Trump asked on Truth Social after a team of FBI agents raided Mar-a-Lago on Monday. Okay, that's all we got so far. Has raided his Florida home, Mar-a-Lago. What, his home or Mar-a-Lago? Or is that his home? Okay, I don't know. But yeah, there's no updates yet. Me too, Alex. I don't think we stay here forever. We return over and over. Yep, sorry to hear that. Yeah, it's sad, isn't it? Alex said, we will see all our loved ones again, I'm certain. I am Kai said, I saw Dad 3 days after he passed in pics, and in pics at my wedding, death doesn't really exist. It's okay, Alex. I've seen it all and know I'm indestructible. God helps me. Patty said, hey, Alex, can I have what hasn't Mark Zuckerberg not stolen for $500? Menacing Muskrat said, thumbs it up, folks. Thank you. Yeah. Alex is right. Tax is infinity % theft. Yep. Timmy. Yeah, Mar-a-Lago's been raided by the feds. Has that been brought up? Yep. I was just looking for more news or updates. Nothing yet. I'll keep you posted. If I have to, I'll come back tomorrow and do another live. We'll see how things go. Alex said, look at the rich beggars not paying a penny. I know. Darren said there should be just enough tax to run the country, reduce the size and scope of the government, and you'd save millions. Exactly. And we're hearing a lot more of that now. People are starting to realise that you need minimal. Menacing Muskrat's asking how everyone's doing. I'm good. How are you? I'm better than I was on Saturday. What a shit live that was. That was a disaster. I'm thinking of pulling that one down. Just because I was smashed. I am Kai. Alex is correct. Carol said, Alex, I believe we will too. It'll be amazing. I hope so. Alex said, yep, everything falls onto us. Yep. And said, wow, I am Kai. That's good news. Hey, Demelza, how you doing? Alex said, it's a bloody joke and a farce and it cannot continue. The masses will rise. Well, yeah, in Italy it looks like they are. That's why I was going to go. The Italians, mate, don't screw with them, I'm telling you. I am Kai said, the common folk must get fed up. You think they would? You think they'd also see what's going on, you know what I mean? Hey, Scat Pack, how you doing? Wow, that bread sure looked good. Oh, it was. It was beautiful, believe me. And I did one in the bread machine and one by hand. And the bread machine one came out all right. My one by hand came out all right. So, but they were 2 different recipes. So, and I found out that if you activate the yeast too early, it smells like beer, right? That's why I put the yeast on top of the flour last and I mix it in, because if your yeast gets activated too early, it smells like beer bread. Okay? That I learned by my mistakes. But yeah, that bread, it's beautiful. Joseph Acquiava is on YouTube doing the gematria on Olivia Newton-John death. Okay. So that is Joseph. I've got to write that down because that last name, I would never remember that. David said I was number 7 today, Menacing Muskrat. 7 is the divine number, the number of completion. I am Kai said it's true, and I did a short video about the wedding pics. Kat said, funny you should say that, Kai, because I just said today, based on my conversations with clients, the general consensus is fed up. Well, I'm hearing that not just last weekend, the weekend before, has twice now, Mr. T has said, the people are at the edge, the people are at the precipice, we're at the edge of the abyss. So that's why I'm expecting something to happen, and it could possibly even end up with Trump being arrested. So Kai said I was 13th today. Hey, JMV Entertainment, the governments must be burnt and torched. Yes, I don't actually think they're running anything. They think they are, or they're playing pretend, but they're not actually, no one's running anything. We're about to find out how much we don't need the government, because has the world gone to shit so far? Well, yeah, it has, but like financially. But people think without government, like all hell would break loose. That'd be, well, it's just as good now, isn't it? I mean, these governments aren't doing anything, so you might as well not have one. And I don't think we do. That's just my observation. GLF said what people don't understand is that Taiwan is a special economic zone. Think Cayman Islands, except for tech development. The best semiconductors come from there. She wants control again. Yep. Not only that, I've heard it's one of the biggest washing, launder. When you go to the laundromat and you launder all that, clean it all up. That. Same as the last one. Yeah, that's Zelensky. Ow, and I got used to the rollies because I felt like I whinged heaps during the last live that I did, but I'm getting used to them. So I'm going between at the moment tailor-made cigarettes and rollies. And of course it made me cough. I am Kai said that's intentional. Kat, that's intentional. We have to do the work. Yes, we do. This is an interactive. It might be we might be watching a movie, but it's an interactive one. You've got to stand up. That's it, Kat. Chester Bennington. Who was the Chris Cornell? And wasn't that chef the one I thought that ate human? Wasn't he involved in that? Was that him? Alex said, I think we come back too, Kai. I'm sure I've been here before and I've always known stuff since I was a child. Yeah, deja vu. And you swear you've been somewhere before and you've never been there before. That's exactly who it was. David said, and absolutely, I've been in movies with guns, and of course they're never loaded with real rounds and never pointed at people unless checked to be unloaded first. Yep. Chris Cornell as well. Yep. Alex said, I literally can't think. I am Kai said, Chester Bennington was making a doc about child traffic and his, father, John Podesta. He does. They look a lot alike. Podesta and Chester Bennington, if you look at photos of them side by side, it's uncanny. Anne said, that's awesome. I was taking care of my mum and she just passed. I was with her, but I told her to go and not worry about us. She raised us well. I haven't seen her around, so I hope that's why. Oh. Dana said, lots more death, but still no reporting on the real reason. The elephant in the room is growing bigger. How can the MSM presenters live with themselves, never reporting the truth? I'd like to know that. Because you know where they should be hung from. The gallows. How can you have informed consent when people aren't properly informed by the media? Because they're lying. There is no informed consent on anything because the media are not informing anyone of anything except BS. Kat said, Chester and Chris, I'm from Seattle, originally now in Florida, thankfully. Oh, good on you, Kat. I'm trying to get out of the country, but I think I'm just going to have to wait till this shit show is over. I am Kai said, yes, Chris Cornell was making the doc with Bennington and setting up a shelter for children. Deb said, I have a friend that builds greenhouses and the tomatoes are grown from a bag of dirt, then grown up cords to the roof. Yeah, so if you don't have room, just buy a bag of soil, poke a few holes in and plant seeds in there and just grow it in the bag. It can be done for safe, but I'm thinking of doing it because I rent. So if I can just grab bags of soil and start planting things, I think I'll do that. Kat said, so much for, yep, the warming, Hev. Yep. You're not even allowed to say that on here, right? The whole thing. You can say warming. You can't say the other word in front of it. It's ridiculous. Holly said, Anne, sound like a beautiful passing on for your mum. Yeah. Geoloff said, Chai owns the island. Tai want and just not control because of international zoning. Chai cannot get the machines needed to make superconductors. The island has everything they need already operating. Alex said they were making a documentary about abuse and they all killed themselves. I trust that narrative as much as the government's. Exactly. None at all. Anthony Bourdain was also going to release information about Hillary. There you go. That's why. Wasn't he the red scarf? Were they all red scarves? Didn't they all hang themselves from doorknobs with red scarves? I remember when that started and I was going, how on earth do you hang yourself from a... Like, my doorknobs are low, right? Unless you got really high doorknobs. I don't know. But the minute you start to not be able to breathe, your survival instinct kicks in and you would stand up or knees or whatever, and you wouldn't, unless you threw yourself forward and like tried to break your neck or something. I don't know. I find it a bit difficult to believe anyone's hanging themselves from doorknobs with red scarves. Seriously. I Am Kai said she probably reincarnated quickly because little to no karma debt. Kat said they made up meteor showers. Fear not. Exactly. That's what I think. Hey, Rosa, how you going? David said, open fires rock. We have a large ingle nook in the farmhouse in UK. Pardon me. 3 or 4 3-foot logs got the room nice and warm, and CO2 from the chimneys helped the wheat grow bigger. Oh, good on ya. Yeah, they do. Open fires, or we've got combustion fires. Like, it's a fireplace that sits in the middle of the room and it's enclosed. It's got a glass door and you can actually shut the air off and it keeps burning all night. As long as you've got the red glow and the flames going, you shut the air off and it'll continue to burn all night, which is really good because you wake up in the morning and open the vent back up. It starts flaring. You chuck another piece of wood on. You don't even have to light your fire again. It's good. Scat Pack said, if you want to see what's in the sky, look up against the grain channel. Many things up there. There's a lot of channels to look for again today. Against the grain, was it? Against the grain. Excellent. Alex said, I'll send you pics of the app. Pics have and really crappy pic to show it was the same place. I'm definitely going to watch it tomorrow if it's not cloudy, but probably will be now. Yeah, we got, looks like it's going to rain soon. What's the temperature? Am I going to get any snow? This is ridiculous. It's nearly the end of winter, and normally we have a couple of little snowfalls. We've had none yet. It's 4.6 degrees. How close is the rain? Not that close. See, the weather's been all wrong too lately. Like, everything's being exposed. Even weather apps are being exposed. They can't tell you what today or tomorrow is going to be. Robin said, I did see the moon yesterday afternoon before the storm. I Am Kai said, Bourdain was a hunter. Got in, he offered himself to avoid what's coming. Sorry, fans. Yeah, no, I wasn't a fan of his because I think, didn't he eat a brain? Human brain? Wasn't that him? And I don't agree with any of that. Anne said, yes, but I miss her every day. I'm trying to get used to losing people because of what's happening. Just trying to live in gratitude. And honestly, I'm so sorry. And yeah, it's try to keep your spirits up, you know. I don't know what else to say. My condolences, deepest condolences for anyone who's lost a family member through all this, or friends. Darren said billions have been paid into preventing that change. What was it spent on? A couple of hot days showed there were no provisions to cope with even slight changes. Yeah, it's not like they're air conditioning every home or anything, is it? You know, it's not like they're doing anything other than trying to push us towards renewables, which actually makes their friends rich, doesn't actually help the planet at all. Wastage, so much waste. I don't even think coal does that. But nuclear would be better because it is a smaller thing and it puts out a lot more power. And they don't use the uranium that they used to use had a shelf life of hundreds of years. It's not like that anymore. They can do one that has a shelf life of like 10 years. So there's all different things they can do with nuclear that could work for us without the risk of that, you know. David said, I don't believe those two recently passed ladies were into anything bad. They were good people. That's what I thought too. I don't want to think that way about people, but it just, my head goes there sometimes, you know. But no, I'm going to see it as they were good people and RIP. Rest in peace. I am Kai said, I understand, and I miss my dad so, so much. I am so lucky that I've still got both my parents, and I'm dreading. Okay, let's not talk about that. Holly said, I saw a Health Channel guy who says Bill Gates' diet is the most healthy. I thought, geez. Yeah, he looks, hang on, he's got little boobs and a gut. He's not healthy. He looks like me if I gain weight. You know, that little apple shape on top, you know. Darren said the ads have moved to wanting people to get checked for cancer. Oh, okay. So they've gone from shingles to get checked for cancer. I am Kai said my favourite place is now Bittersweet because it's just me out there now. Yep. Holly said, yes, shingles is the Mpox and it comes from the things. Yep. Hey, Leslie, just a news flash. Yep, Donald Trump home raided by FBI. Sydney Morning Herald. Yep, it's all over the internet. Cynthia actress Anne Hesh, guests drove into a house at super high speed. House caught fire. Seen some videos here on this service, YouTube. Was it an electric vehicle at all? Maybe the car started the fire with its battery. I am Kai said Hesh has made her exit. Face said I think so too, Kai. Alex said, yeah, Hollywood celebrities are trying to endorse all these bugs as well. Yes, we've seen Nicole Kidman eating them and a few others, and it's like, yeah, you eat them. You won't get me eating them. Darren said another thing that's become regular is home gas explosions. That started happening a few years ago too in the US. There were a few home explosions that were like, how did it start? People were thinking it was coming from, you know, the smart electric meters. Be careful you don't have one of them in your house. Apparently they were starting things too. So, yeah, and gas explosions, that's what it was blamed on years ago for smart meters. So I don't know if it's the same thing. I think they're trying to get people to stop wanting gas as a fuel to heat and cook with, because you know how they're trying to get rid of coal and gas, you know. Maybe that's what they're saying to people. Maybe it's not that. I don't know. Deb said biopsy was how they were cloning them too. Yeah. They're growing meat from biopsies and of Hollywood stars, and they reckon you should eat them. And I'm like, no, you can shove that where the sun doesn't shine. I'm sorry, but no, I'm not eating people. No. I am Kai said things will start getting a lot worse, a lot faster very soon. That's what I think. That's why I'm here saying, be ready, guys. Anne said, I'm the oldest in all my family now, so that's strange. I'm the most mature? No, I don't want to grow up. I'm like that. Darren said, we don't call them lizards for nothing, Alex. Yep. I am, Kai said, I'm not grown, I'm just old. David said, yep, that's how it's done, Heather. Alex said, what the planet are we living on now where all this weird shit's being normalised? I can't wait for the apocalypse. Their apocalypse. Yeah. I think we're all waiting for it. Yep. Wonder. Yep. I've been told, and we've been trying to find updates. There are no updates on Mar-a-Lago being raided by the FBI at the moment. That's all we know. His home or Mar-a-Lago or both were raided by the FBI. I don't know. But don't be surprised if he gets arrested. You know what they're going to try and do. You know they're going to try and stop him any way they can. So don't be surprised. Darren G's bald head. No, I'm not actually. I've actually given that a break. I am not smoking during the day. This is just cigarettes, but rollies. So I've had to for financial reasons. Go to smoking rollies again. Getting used to them, taken a bit. The other day I did on camera. It wasn't a rollie, it was something else. And it just, because I hadn't had any for a week, it absolutely shattered me and I didn't know what I was doing. So there you go. Oh dear, Saturday's live stream. I think I'm gonna delete it. My mind was just not there. Menacing Muskrat said there's Google Earth pics of the River Euphrates drying up. Revelation 16:12, and the sixth angel poured out his vial upon the great river Euphrates, and the H2O thereof was dried up. We're living it out. Anyone who doesn't know what's going on, just either read or listen to the book of Revelation, and that's what's happening. It's not going to be the end of the world, though, okay? There's a new way coming, and it's not the New World Order. Menacing said that's the way of the kings of the East might be prepared. Oh, that the way of the kings of the East might be prepared, yep. Cynthia said, I believe her and Ellen were a couple for a time. TMZ on the scene and apart strange. Them just there again at convenient timing. Just lots of crazy in the world. Thanks, sorry, so long. Wow. Yep, Alan, we've been hearing. I'm trying to find updates. Let me have a look. Sorry, it doesn't look good with that in my mouth. Okay. I need a drink. Tickle. And I'm running out of tea, and I didn't make a new one before I jumped on. But anyway, let's not worry about that. Jack Pasodic said, has every GOP leader denounced the raid on Mar-a-Lago yet? We're watching and keeping receipts. Jack said, can't wait to see the DeSantis action on Mar-a-Lago. He'll drop the hammer on this lawlessness. After today's raid on Mar-a-Lago, what do you think the left plans to use those 87,000 URS agents for? And it's funny because Mar-a-Lago gets raided by the FBI, but nothing will ever happen to Hunter or Hillary Clinton with a plethora of evidence. No, they just ignore that. The FBI has been at Mar-a-Lago. The former White House occupant is under investigation for crimes. I'm thinking this is a lefty. Buckle up, bitches. Yeah, you buckle up too, mate. Seriously. It's an assault on the US Constitution. Mar-a-Lago was raided by Joe Biden's FBI while Hunter walks free. VP met with CCP-linked energy executives in the White House. Hillary acid-washed 33,000 emails. Hillary spied on the Trump campaign. Andrew Cuomo gets away with his New York State COVID scandal. Yeah, but let's lock Mr. Trump up. Okay, there's been a statement from Mr. T. Okay. These are dark times for our nation as my beautiful home, Mar-a-Lago on Palm Beach, Florida, is currently under siege, raided and occupied by a group of FBI agents. Nothing like this has ever happened to a president of the United States before. After working and cooperating with the relevant government agencies, this unannounced raid on my home was not necessary or appropriate. It's prosecutorial misconduct, a weaponization of the justice system, an attack by radical left, who desperately don't want to see me run for prez in 2024, especially based on recent polls, and who will likewise do anything to stop the R's and Conservatives in the upcoming midterm elections. Such an assault can only take place in broken third world countries. Sadly, America has now become one of those countries, corrupt at a level not seen before. You can add Australia to that, and the rest of our countries, I think. They even broke into my safe. What's the difference between this and Watergate, where operatives broke into the Democrat National Committee? Here in reverse, Democrats broke into the home of the 45th President of the United States. The political persecution of Mr. DJT has been going on for years with the now fully debunked Russia scam, impeachment hoax 1, 2, and so much more. It just never ends. It's political targeting at the highest level. Clinton was allowed to delete and acid wash 33,000 emails after they were subpoenaed by Congress. Absolutely nothing has happened to hold her accountable. She even took antique furniture and other items from the White House. Did you know that? They stole stuff from the White House when they left. Also heard Obama and the missus did that too. I stood up to America's bureaucratic corruption. I restored power to the people, truly delivered for our country like we have never seen before. The establishment hated it. Now, as they watch my endorsed candidates win big victories and see my dominance in all polls, they're trying to stop me and the R party once more. The lawlessness, political persecution and witch hunt must be exposed and stopped. I'll continue to fight for the great American people. So you've got that, which I'm going to retweet. We live in a country where mums are terrorists, but the government gifts the Taliban weapons, where hundreds die daily from fentanyl, but monkeypox is an emergency, where a political rival's home, Mar-a-Lago, is raided, but the son of a president who filmed a crime is free. We're not really getting many updates on it. Chicago Ray says, Democrats will tell you who scares the effing shit out of them, and today it's a raid on Mar-a-Lago, tells you exactly who that is. DJT. The only thing the FBI proved by raiding that place is that Mr. T was right about everything on how corrupt they really are. Oh, they're scared as hell of him running again, his influence on American politics on both sides. There really is no more updates. I'll keep an eye out. Like I said, I'll come back tomorrow. If there are more updates, I'll be back. Scare soon, then EBS. Yep. Kat said, Google Earth lies. Earth is not a globe. They're hiding more land at Antarctica. I believe there is more land beyond Antarctica. David, I'm oldest in my line too, and 71 going on 17. Oh, good on you guys. I am Kai said 50-ish going on 5. Yep. Darren said, it also mentions how the perfectly good crops would be destroyed and cause famine, just like what's happening now. Deb said, what made the Earth spin faster on the 29th of June? We lost a minute or something. Well, okay, I'd say more than a minute. My clock on the computer and anything attached to Wi-Fi is 10:33, and it's 10:20 on a normal digital clock that's not connected to Wi-Fi. Where the hell did that just go? They're hopeless. I'm hopeless. I just ashed on myself. Oh, there it is. Hang on. Ash on yourself, woman. Yeah, so it could be 13 minutes. David says, sun dimming technology, have these people insane, literally, clinically insane. I was thinking about that. Why do they want to dim the sun? Okay, when you know about what's under us, right, like there's cities and stuff under us, and they're used to the darkness, Is that why they're trying to dim the sun so the people from in the ground can come out? I know that sounds strange, but bear with me. Because they have little cities under the ground, right, that don't actually get the sun. So are they trying to dim the light so whoever's down there or whatever's down there can come up? I don't know. But they are literally clinically insane. Robin said, before you can be a judge, you have to be an attorney. I wonder if he was involved in anything nefarious. Could be too. Look, could be a good guy or a bad guy. They've just taken him out because they don't need him anymore, and he could say something that could stuff them up or do something that could stuff them up. So they get rid of him. Darren said, I think it's a fault in the known science, Deb. In extreme circumstances, our calculations are wrong. Anne said, I'm not 60 yet, but I'm the matriarch somehow. Well, they're all about to find out what I really know about this place, lol. Yep. David said, everything is alive. Death is an illusion. It wouldn't surprise me. Cynthia said, sorry. Also, Alec Baldwin tweeted or whatever, sent her wishes. She's still alive in hospital. Also strange. Who's still alive in hospital? Karen said, hi, have I just heard about Mr. T place? Yep. Don't be surprised if he's arrested for some stupid reason. But that'll bring even more exposure. Don't worry about it, no matter what happens. Demelza said, vegans eat the most heavily processed gunk I've ever seen. Yeah, especially their meat. Seriously, Soylent Green, people. It's Soylent Green. I wouldn't go near it. It's made in a lab. God knows, it might be Hollywood stars' biopsies that you're eating, grown into meat. Deb said, wearing a thong. Leslie said, comms say 9/11's game over, last day of US Tennis Open. Oh, interesting. Alex said, they started selling no-meat burgers and sausages in my local co-op, and they look horrid. They couldn't even sell them on the cheap with the orange sticker. Yeah, watch what happens. Nobody. Don't buy them and just watch them all go off, and they won't make them anymore. Leslie, that would be poetic, wouldn't it just? Holly said, I watched a good movie on YouTube from 81 called Days of the Beast. Very prescient of our time now. I remember watching a movie a long time ago called The Day After. Not The Day After Tomorrow, The Day After. And it was an Australian movie done in Sydney of nuclear fallout. It was The Day After, wasn't it? Hang on, let me see if I can find it. That's an interesting one to watch. The Day After, 1983. No, it wasn't that one either. Oh, okay, I'm getting titles mixed up. What was that movie? Oh, shit, now I'm not going to find it. I can't remember what it was called now. If it wasn't The Day After, I don't know what it was called. But The Day After is another one, I think, that's like nuclear fallout type of movie. David said the 1% of doing most crime are not those with the target on the back of their vest. The worst wear collar, suit and tie. Yes. Alex said, my bell pepper plant is still growing and flowering, but no fruit yet. I tried the feather thing, so fingers crossed. Dana said, Jade is Will Smith's handler. Jada and her mother are apparently part of a Hollywood cover. Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me. A lot of the women are. Darren said, let's go back to when a no-meat burger was a salad sandwich. Yeah, exactly. And why do vegans want that taste of meat? They must be craving it if they're going after the Beyond Burgers and things. They must actually be craving the meat to eat that. Why would you? Otherwise, why would you eat it? You'd go, no, that looks like meat. No, isn't it? Isn't that how vegans are? You don't look like meat, you don't touch meat. Well, they're eating meat. and God knows what type of meat it is. Kat said that was a fake shooting in the grocery store. Okay. Alex said the bell pepper plant is one of the pictures I sent of the moon and actually looks like a face right in the corner of the plant. Holly said here in CA, state ants have gone underground, it seems. Oh, okay. Alex said half a face. Anne said, why call it a burger? Peas off both sides. I have eaten veggie patties, though, that I liked. Yeah, but were they made of vegetables, vegetable patties, you know what I mean? They weren't trying to emulate meat. Why are vegans eating things that look like meat unless they are actually craving them? I don't know. Kat said the police in Great Britain are only arresting thought crimes, not real crimes, according to Paul Joseph Watson. I heard something about that. Someone got arrested the other day, or they were trying to arrest him for something online. Like, I would tell the police. If they turned up on my door and said, you offended someone online, I'd be going, go and catch murderers, mate. Go on, off you go. Go and do some real police work. Get the hell out of here with that shit. Darren said, good point, Anne. Menacing muskrats said, I've been stung over a dozen times by wasps. Doc put me on meds to stop them swelling. Never bothered taking them. Yeah. Most of the things the doctors give you won't help anyway, I don't believe anyway. Holly said, I liked the Beyond Burger until I learned that Gates financed the product. Yikes. Yeah, exactly. Well, the vegans are supporting Bill Gates. That's what they're doing. By buying this meat, they are supporting Bill Gates in the end. I am Kai said, I'm glad I can say I'm almost immune to fiddleback spider bites. Davis said, nobody really needs crack, Darren. That shit'll ruin a person and permanently if they don't get over it. Yeah. Anne said, and Katy Perry invested in the fake meat too, and then I knew it probably does have meat. Yes. It's just not the meat that you think. It's Soylent Green. Because they've even got a drink, as I showed in a video a couple of weeks ago. They do have Soylent, and it is a drink, and I'm pretty sure it's a vegan drink. So vegans are going to be the first cannibals because they won't eat animal meat. They'll go to human. Alex said the whole Smith family are weirdos, don't you? Have you seen the videos of Will repeatedly trying to kiss his son on TV? Also, Jada had an affair with her son's best friend. Oh, my God. That's disgusting. And it does. Alex said, have you seen? Alex said, I mean full on kiss as well, not just a peck. Yeah. Yeah. I am Kai said, hey, CIA is an insult. Exactly. I was insulted more from him calling me CIA than bitch. I'm like, oh, fucking, where's my pay then, man? Like, someone, hello? If I'm CIA, where's my bloody money, mate? No, it doesn't agree with me. It's just trolling. He always never got anything nice to say. And so have you seen a swish, swish, bish video? It's about beheading Christians. Unbelievable. Really? Wow. Holly said, Bitchute has the most horrible troll comments. Oh, it's on par with Rumble at the moment. It really is. Darren said, problem is, David, they lump all drugs into two buckets, legal and illegal. Kids try some drugs that are okay and then don't believe anything about any drugs. Well, yeah, you've also got illegal and, the legal and illegal. The legal ones are okay, even though they cause maybe a bit more damage than the other ones because the pharmaceutical companies make them. They're all right, though, Oh, good night, Demelza. David said, lol, Heather, if you say I am a Dutch MI6 cut out and I'll eat my hat, sans condiments if it isn't so. I know. Like what? The CIA mind controlling me to do this or something? Like what? Seriously, I'm just a person who saw what was going on and thought, I'm getting into this because I was on Facebook trying to tell people for years, and I thought I might as well start videos and help the team that I was watching out to get the truth out. So, yeah, it wasn't not the team, just different people I was watching. I thought there's things they're not saying and I think I could help, so I'm going to start making videos, and so I did. Yeah, so everyone's saying goodnight to Melza. Dana said, Alex, all true, not a real family. They're an experiment. Fun fact, they named the kids after themselves. Willow after Will, Jaden after Jada. Yeah. Sweet dreams to Melza. Holly said, here in the US, it's like we're living in the most evil country now. NWO attack. Yep. We knew this was going to happen. We knew they're going to come in hard and fast. And just hang on. David said they have nothing on Super T. The boot is on the other foot, methinks. I think so too. I think it's more like a trap to catch them out doing the wrong thing against Mr. T. And I don't know. I'm going to watch what happens. I am Kai says, difference is this is harder to bury now. Yep. Anne says, swish, swish, another one in the basket, swish, swish, another one in the casket. I think we're in the end times for sure. That and a bunch of bull in the UK games. I watched that, by the way, the UK games intro. And that is the biggest woke, satanic garbage I've ever seen in my life. The bull, Baal. They're worshipping the golden calf. Well, it wasn't even golden calf. But anyway, they're worshipping false idols. Alex said, yeah, I noticed all the pretty much, they all pretty much have the same name. Some of the videos of them, though, yeah. My Tennessee DJT also said FBI rated is safe too. What's up with that? Yeah, exactly. Holy Lynn said Mar-a-Lago is his home. Pray that Trump survives the deep state psychopaths. Yeah, exactly. So, okay, so Mar-a-Lago is where his home, okay. Alex said, I'm not sure how recent they were of Jada trying to take a video of Will and he looks like he's intimidated by it. Yes, that was after the slap that came out. After Will Smith went up and slapped Chris on stage. And then that video came out of her intimidating Will Smith. I am Kai said it won't stop until the people stop it. That's simple. Yep. Holly said Mr. T's calling it. They are insane, truly. They are. MC SWAT said lock and load time is this finally the storm and we can start kicking ass now. Yep, I think that's pretty much taken care of. Well, most of it is, but yeah, I think it is the time. I heard something mentioned about a storm too. Here, it's happening. Darren said attacking a man's home will only make him more determined and it'll make his supporters more determined to back him. Exactly. Carol said if they do arrest Mr. T, what comes next? Discovery. Exactly. I am Kai said question is who takes the first step? Don't you take the first step. Don't. Just hang in there. Karen said the drops. How do you get evidence entered legally? Yep, you get them into court. FBI raids, gets the info on the record. Who has all the evidence? DJT. Maybe this is planned. Yes, I think it might be. That's what I mean. Don't be surprised if things go on that you think, whoa, you know. It's still, just keep watching. Deb said, have I missed a video on bread? I'll go and look it up. Yeah, I released it last night, Deb. I made bread on Saturday and had to edit and upload the video, so it took a couple of days. Alex said, I didn't think there was anything wrong with your Friday live. We're all here to have a chilled out time and enjoy, including you. Oh, good. I don't know if I'll leave it up or not. I might, just to show people. This is Hev smashed off her face. Darren said, so will the first arrest be Mr. T or Mr. Z? Interesting. I don't know. We're just going to have to wait and see. I Am Kai said this is part of a cycle they've set up, population reduction every 100 years or so. I do believe they do it a lot, over and over again. Holly said the Democrats in US are MK Ultra mind control. Very obvious, but it's strange. MSM, Lily Waves, TV. Yep. Muskrat said, Purtis said that they're not after me, they're after you. Yeah, he's just in the way. Alex said, I think more than that are MK Ultra, Holly. So many turning into bots live on TV and more people out there exposing them. Yeah, I agree. I Am Kai said, anybody looked up the subject orphan trains yet? Oh, I could imagine. Orphan trains, oh God. David said that's one possible scenario, Carol. Discovery A, they'd be playing a dangerous game to gamble with T, though, I reckon. Yep, well, they're doing it. That's why I think, here we go. They are indeed after us. Yes, they are. Dealey said I just heard about it recently, Kai. Face it, Kai, for sure. Alex said, I think we can assume that every single elite only has money from dirty deeds. No wonder they have to wash it. It's not funny, though. Yeah. Liam said, I know we will see our family and passed on loved ones when we get into the other side. I have a testimony of this, given of good and thankful for this beautiful knowledge. Oh, I hope so. Marie said, try menthol tobacco. Should make you cough a bit less. That's why I smoke menthol backy, but it's too expensive. And I only have 4 to 6 tailors a day now. Don't buy backy. I smoke more. If you don't buy backy, yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. I've had 1 packet of cigarettes that has lasted me since Saturday because of the rollies. So I've got 1 packet left. Oh, sorry, I've got Saturday, Sunday, Monday. It's only 3 days as it was, but I've still got a few left, so I'm doing all right. Normally it'd be gone within a day and a half. But yeah, it does help, and it takes the cost down because that's the major thing. Alex said, I believe that, Liam. I Am Kai said, yep, as a knight, I lost a hand in a sword fight as a joust. I had the priest nail a bare blade to my arm bones and fought later that day. Look it up. Carol said, yes, David, he plays his cards close to his chest. He's brilliant, in my opinion. Hey, Elizabeth, Kappa taught me a lot, and I never knew who he was before he died. Oh, really? Holly said, Alex, I agree. They talk easily, but they don't act on their words. Trump did, though. That's why he's different. Yeah. I thought you meant, yeah, Cappy. Yep. Yeah, I didn't know who he was, but I remember when he popped up everywhere, and then next thing you know, he was dead. And after he was saying all the things he was saying, it was like you kind of, not that you kind of expected it, but you were hoping he'd be all right because of what he was saying. We knew. Yeah, I don't think he is. Some people we think are gone are not. Protected, taken away protected because of what they knew or said. Alex said, none of them do, Holly. I'm not sure about Mr. T, but I pray he pulls through and makes a difference for all of us. Yeah, I don't rely necessarily on anyone, but I'm watching, and I do think he will. We'll see. If I'm wrong, I will come on here and apologise and never show my face again. No, I'm kidding. Holly said the bad idea is good for the chickens in my yard. Oh, the bag idea is good for chickens in your yard. Might control their picking out the sprouts. Yes, it could be, yeah. I just thought, I heard it. It was You Are Free TV. She used to be on YouTube, but now she's on Rumble. And she said it, and I just went, why didn't I think of that? Why didn't I think of that? It's so simple. And you don't need pots and you don't need anything else, just the bag. Oh, dear. I Am Kai said they also beat themselves up before hanging themselves. That's the thing, yeah. You know, when someone shoots himself in the chest and hangs himself, like, I mean, which one did you do first? And how did you do the other one once you did the first one? It doesn't make sense. Elizabeth said, I know, like a load of others, the ones who are alive who are dead. Yep. Alex said there have been so many celebs that have hung off doorknobs, including Robin Williams, and they showed that detail in Family Guy and aired it in the UK the day he died. I think that's sick. Yeah, they pulled it from other places. And they were hammered for playing it on the day he died too. David says, stable genius if you ask me, Carol. Been following him from afar since shortly before the 2016 victory. I knew he'd win, and biglia still in 2020. Holly said, Bourdain observed a crime that Schiff. Ah, okay. Was that the one where oh no, that was Podesta. The screaming, the video. The child screaming. Something you can't unhear or unsee, you know what I mean? Okay, so he's going to go after Adam Schiff performed on a child. Oh, okay. Wow. It's coming. David said I could invent words too, lol. Dana said Michael Hutchins' door hanging was very suspicious to me, especially being involved with the Geldof family. Geldof, big part of yeah, he is. Bob Geldof. Because didn't Michael Hutchinson go after he went out with his wife, his ex-wife or something. Was it, or the daughter? I can't remember. I'm sure it was his wife. Alex said, if you watched that episode of Family Guy, the Robin Williams character had all the same wound marks. Yeah. They know what they're going to do to them before they do it. Praying for you, Anne. Starchild said Anthony Bourdain was a spirit cooker for the elites. Yeah, I believe that. Holly said there are a handful of good ones in our Congress now. Hopefully more voted in this November. Trump endorses. We'll see. Darren said, I think Geldof's character in The Wall was his real self. I do too, funnily enough. He played it a bit too well, didn't he? He really did. I am Kai said Starchild's correct. Yep. That's okay, Kai. Don't worry. I got exactly what you meant. Alex said, I'm not sure there are any here in the UK, Holly. Maybe two. Darren said Musk is developing batteries that run off nuclear waste. Now, that would be interesting. I am Kai said, oh, good, nuke waste in car crashes. No, they have one that doesn't have the dangerous capabilities that uranium does. They've got another one. Another fuel for it. Alex said they're all happy claiming their expenses off the people, then getting their energy bills covered. None of them will speak out, or they will become like average Joe out in the cold. They're all going to end up like that anyway very shortly. Keep watching, I think. Darren said probably safer than the explodium lithium batteries. Yeah, and the children. Have you seen the footage of the children getting the resources to make those batteries? They're little kids, mate. And one of them, I was watching a video, I think I put it on Rumble. The guy's about to slap him, mate. It's not his kid, but he's about to hit him. Oh, mate. Marie said maybe the car was hacked. You never know. Well, they can do that. See, you make it all computerized and it's easier to hack. People don't have to come up with you with a gun and say, I'm taking your car now. They just hack the bloody thing and make you wipe out. I do believe that goes on. Holly said, I liked Ozzy Ann Murray a lot. She passed a while back. Yeah. Alex said, I'm so thankful there are so many people awake and more people waking up every day. Yeah, we need these people waking up. Carol said Bourdain was also in the Standard Hotel, allegedly saw what Shifty did. Why he was there too creates another question. Was he being a chef for them while they were there? Oh, see, I don't trust in any of them. I am Kai said spoke with a British friend and he was so angry, so many people still sleeping. That's why the isn't the scare event to like shock them. Wakey, wakey. Hands off Snakey. Alex said it's up to the people to kick him out in the cold. I'm Kai. He was a Frafrica, was he? Yep. But I thought that's what you meant. I didn't want to say it. Holly said I saw Nicole Kidman at the awards and she looked half dead, very creepy. She was eating bugs on camera. Yep, DJ Truth. I know. I've spoken about it a couple of times. Yep. Alex is correct. Nothing short. DJ Truth says FBI says Trump took classified documents when he left the White House. Oh, is that what they said? Okay. Let's see. It's all discovery. Wait till it gets. How do you get the things into court? You make them do it. Oh, this is pretty good. Holly said, I think Bourdain was at another bungalow-style hotel in Hollywood. Okay. Darren said, Alex is always correct. Patty said, Hev, H.A. Goodman explains the raid of Trump's home. The files they are looking for the Democratic Party and its leaders have committed. FBI hid. Okay. So who is it? H.A. Goodman. H.A. Goodman. Okay. Holly Lynn said, I quit smoking after 3 attempts, didn't let myself inhale and used either MJ or clove cigarettes. This was a while back. I did some self-hypnosis about the inhaling thing. Interesting. Yeah, because honestly, I thought that having the rollies would make me quit, but it didn't. Oh, dear. And I thought I had good willpower. Yeah, I have when it comes to the other one, but not cigarettes. Maria said, a friend told me he read that the things, Moderna and Pfizer CEO resigned. Any word on that? Yes, I have heard. That was a few weeks ago. I believe they're not doing well. Those companies are dropping in value severely. So they're going down, okay? And I think that's why they resigned, to get out of it before it actually collapsed, because that's what I think is going to happen with those two companies. I am Kai said my seizure meds will run out soon also, maybe rough. Oh, Kai. Can you go and get more? Like, can you, I don't know. Yeah, can you, I don't know if you can stock up. We're not allowed to stock up on medicine here. But yeah, I know some places probably might let you. I don't know if they will now after all this stuff's gone on. Carol said, Holly, they probably don't have what they used to get from the 12 and unders. Yeah. The Drino. Darren, my Tennessee said we're living in the greater exodus, plagues of flies and bugs and unusual weather. Yes. I am Kai said nicotine is 10 times more addictive than heroin. I've heard that. Hey, Dennis Biss, how you going? Hey, hi, wonderful heaven, all the wonderfuls joining. God bless you to all. Oh, God love you. Nicey said, I'm so glad about this assault. I'm so sad, sorry. Far out, glad. Where did I get that from? I'm so sad about this assault on our great Mr. T. I think it's part of the plan. I really do. We're going to get more discovery. David said they've raided Mar-a-Lago before and got nothing untoward. And yes, Mr. T's been under siege ever since 2016. An absolute witch hunt. Disgusted. Yeah. Darren said the raid shows how desperate they are. I think so. They're panicking. Because look what's about to be exposed. The FBI and the whole thing. Alex say, I pray you get more time in. I am Kai. You get some more in time. Sorry. I'm reading everything wrong. It's like I got dyslexia all of a sudden. Patty said they're looking for the contents of class volleyball. Darren said it makes sense now why GB News had the TDS guests on today. Yeah. Oh, we've got them in Australia too. Patty said try H.A. Goodman on YouTube. Yep, I definitely will. After I finish this stream, I'll go and look him up. I am Kai said not likely, Alex. I won't mask up so they don't care. They'll make money off me after. Sherry said, just watched a short about Mr. T. He's peed and said he wasn't giving up. They are desperate and he's not giving up. Good. Nicey said, this happens to me, Mr. T, in the safest state in our country. Yes. Well, people are theorising that maybe DeSantis will stand up and do something. It's his state. Alex said, I saw the other day that someone has made a really realistic robot of Mr. T. Ooh. I am Kai said, I'm going to push on, though, to the last drop of sweat. Oh, I am Kai will pray for you. Patty said, Vladimir's put in volleyball, had a president inside. Yes. Wasn't it a soccer ball? No, it was a volleyball? I don't know. But yeah, that ball, the ball's in your court. You handed it to Trump. USB stick? Something with information? Yeah. Dennis Biz says, apparently I live in Newton-John has passed. There has been many more sad about all that. Yes. I did mention it earlier in the stream, so if you go back, I've mentioned, yeah, and Judith Durham, who sang We Are One, We Are Many, Australian song. Patty said, best way to get evidence into court is to get raided. Yes, get it into court. I am Kai said, Ruth Bader Ginsburg was a bot for years, died ages ago, Disney Imaginers. Darren said, after this, can DeSantis block the FBI from the state? I don't know. Elizabeth said, no sun, no crops. Exactly. Yeah, it should be dissolved. It's working against the people, not for the people. A lot of three-letter agencies should be. Alex said, maybe to release the monsters, maybe their CERN experiment works. There is documentation of people going into the inner earth. I can't remember the name of the famous pilot. Was it Admiral Richard Byrd? He was the one who said he's seen the entrance into the inner earth. Karen said, happy to see you. Been working on Friday nights and missed your live shows. Oh, God love you, Karen. David said, I think you're onto something there, Heather. Sun dimming certainly makes no sense from a human perspective. It doesn't. Unless there's people who can't handle sunlight. I'm not talking about vampires, but they could be. Yeah, that live inside the earth. Yep, it's Admiral Byrd. Admiral Richard Byrd, I think. What the freaking hell? I'm going to block that user because you're not putting adult shit on my... Oh, they've spammed it. Yeah, I've just blocked them. Freaking idiots. And said it's Admiral Byrd now. Alex said he said they were quite nice, but that was then. Who knows what they have done since and how things may have changed. Look, they could be nice, you never know. I'm not saying they are vampires. I think people on the surface are more vampires, the elite. Hey, Kevin, how you doing? Dennis Biz says, Sunny here, I'm preparing for an exercise program to peel my body off the chair and unstiffen. Exactly. That's what I'll be doing too after this. Listening to some YouTube video while I jump around like a half-wit, doing aerobics. Bloody bots, yeah. Holly said the day after was a classic. I saw it. Pat said, I'm so glad I'm vegetarian, but even ice cream was found to have beaver anus in it. Oh, my goodness. Really? Make your own ice cream. Look up the recipe. It can be done. I've done it before. And it's actually nicer. It's creamier. Yeah, they're all porn links. Yep. Darren said, Alex, to a demon Satan is nice. Yeah. Yeah, not had him for weeks. Oh, Patty said Bill Clinton is looking for love. You deleted it, Kai. Oh, good on you, Alex. Yeah, I've blocked them. They're not coming on here with that bullshit. I reported each one separately, Alex. Good on you. Bloody bots. So wait, bots don't have a heat. Okay, oily bots. Oh, dear. Good job, Alex. They should become neo-vegan. I eat nothing that was ever related to meat. Flow of all texture. I am Kai said I'm getting smarter at not having a wrench. Sherry said, damn bot was probably Hunter B. Could have been. Look, I'm noticing everywhere bots and trolls and things that they're just ramping up. They must be scared. Poor things. Alex said, yeah, Darren can also appear very charming until he and his minions get people. Devil can only be in one place at one time. Weak. Holly said they say Beyond Burgers are made using peas. I think they're probably using humans. I am Kai said the very last one got an unwanted commercial content, the test porn report. David says spam bot like that means you're over the target. Exactly. Geoloff said, sorry if this sounds mean, it's not meant that way. T-Man has always been a master of injecting entropy. Remember, this is a movie he's playing his role. The raid is to set legal precedents. Exactly. Yeah, one way or another, it has a meaning. Everything that is being done has a meaning, and it will work out. Pat said, I'm vegetarian, and I'm like you. Why would you eat fake meat? I can't even see sense in it. Yeah, well, unless you're craving meat, why would a vegan eat something that looks like meat? I don't get it. I thought they were trying to get away from meat. I don't know. Holly said 17 said that Mr. T would perhaps be arrested. Yeah. Luna said autocorrect. I did type heart. Okay. Selena said be careful with that Beyond Meat. Enough estrogen to match a birth control pill. Yeah. So the males who are doing it, it's going to be worse for them. Darren said they arrested the guy for reposting a meme. That's right. In the UK. Yep. Jim said fake meat company here in the States called Morningstar Farms. Isn't the Morningstar Lucifer? Yes, it is. That's right, Darren. Tobacco is the gateway drug and cannabis is the medicine. Yeah, Deb, what the... Geoloff said if an agent can write his own search warrant on the fly with no agencies or a judge's oversight and approval to raid the private residence of a president, couldn't they do it to all presidents? Yes, they can. That's what I mean. They've panicked. They've done this, and now they've set the precedent for themselves. It'll work out, and it's a way to get more info into a court if they happen to get that far. Okay? Darren says that says it all. Jim, yep. Alex, I just reported them all too, Kai. Don't need any of that filth ruining our chat. Yeah. Deb said, good job, moderators. Yeah. I don't give my mods enough credit, but I do appreciate my moderators. Thank you guys so much. Pat said, Mafia Gas been a human meat business for decades. Yep. Mother Mafia has been, yeah. Dennis Biss said, I don't see the connection in vegans wanting to eat fake meat. That's just deranged. I think I'll have some peanuts for breakfast. Yeah. I would. Look, if I was vegan, well, even when I did, we didn't eat anything that resembled meat, mate. Nothing. Maria said, love this show and bread making video too. Thanks, Hev. Oh, God love you, Maria. I am Kai said, simple fact, you cannot win a fight blood-free. Deb said, I had to answer a call and came back, went to have a look at what had been said and found not crap. Geoloff said, an FBI agent can and will write his own warrants on the fly with absolutely no higher approval than himself. If it gets a violation of his office or power, it gets classified by internal affairs. Isn't that convenient? Wow. Holly said the Days of the Beast movie is about these end times. Pretty interesting, more subtle than some movies I've watched on these times. I am Kai said, lol, the paper cut heard around the world. Smack. Darren said, if they don't arrest Mr. T, he'll probably file charges against them anyway. Either way, things are discovered. That's what I think. I am Kai said, this is like family time for me. Yeah, it is like that, isn't it? Darren is correct. Anne said she'll be here all night if we don't quit. It's all right. Dealey said, Kai, same here, family time here. Oh, it is lovely. I am Kai said, I usually go because I'm on another channel Fridays. Fridays, a strike stopped that for 2 weeks. Oh, really? Oh. Darren said it's a good extended family, Kai. Deb said, isn't war just a depopulation? Yes, it is. Depopulation. David said, yes, I am Kai. Post-Tartaria reset, etc. I'm following that research with interest. Anne said, I looked the movie called Day of the Beast a year ago and the Years of the Beast 2 years ago. I think you meant the single day one. I'll check it out. I am Kai said, a Kozar board game, we are the pieces. Yes, we're little pawns to them. It's about time we took the power back and said, no, we won't be pawns. Dealey said, Kai, I'm glad you had a good vibe to the chat. Yep, you all do, I think. Alex said, I've not looked up orphan trains, but I found it worrying that the government now owns the railway again in the UK and Canada spent a massive amount of money on their railway infrastructure. Yep. History repeats. It does until we learn from it. Darren says, speaking of strikes, Kai, in a failing economy, the easiest way to lose jobs and shut down resources is to convince people they will benefit from striking. I am Kai said, like a skip in a record. The people catch on, get wiped out, children get gathered, re-education begin again. Yep. Pat said, I don't believe Shane Warne is dead either. That would be interesting. I hope half the people who are not dead. Liam said, we've been looking at the labels on food the past month and are shocked at the number of GMO foods. Yesterday, Scott brought home a package of Pioneer roasted turkey gravy, and on the back it reads, contains bioengineered ingredients. Yep, they're slipping it into everything. I am Kai said, Michelle, racism is part of that. Keeping old wounds open causes sickness. Yes, it does. Alex said, I heard they're also upgrading prisons. They won't be taking me to any camp. Oh, did you hear what happened to the Australian quarantine camp? Yeah, it's losing billions and they can't do anything with it. So apparently it was just a big waste of money. Anne said Tom Hanks posted a pic with a cap on it, with an E on it next to a glove, a hit on the same road where Cappy was found. Yes, I remember that. Yeah, he's a hitman. A lot of people won't believe that, but yeah. Hollywood has two jobs. They're not just actors, all right? Hollywood actors have two jobs. They're not just actors. They do other things on the side. The ladies sell themselves or get sold to rich Arabs, anyone who wants, them at on that night or whatever. Yeah, apparently they get sold. Actresses. So if you really want to be an actress, maybe think twice. Alex said, I saw that Podesta video. Their bastards are sick beyond belief. They are. That was horrific. And there was, you didn't really see anything. It was more sound, but it was horrific listening to it. Geoloff said, what people don't know about Mar-a-Lago, the poster state's always been the second White House retreat of the American Riviera. Florida is the US COG for the executive branch. There you go. I am Kai said, no camps for me, thanks. I'll go down swinging. Me too. I am Kai said, Loft, I knew. Alex said, remember all the other celebs asking where Hanks was at the start of COVID? He's like their ringleader. Clean up man. He cleans it up. Anne said, you think he's still around? I'm not sure. Looks like his brother was a stand-in many times in the past. They sound the same. Oh, sorry, guys. I have the worst. I have a blocked nose. But that's all I ever get is a blocked nose. Okay. Let me know if I've got any snot hanging out of my nose. I don't want that. Anne said, you think he's... Oh, yeah, I said that. I am Kai said, Alex is correct. Hank's even relinquished his citizenship. Wasn't that a few years ago? Was that a few years ago, I am Kai? David said, I heard that Geo loft. I am Kai said, supposedly that all that's left is the reveal. I'm waiting for it. Anne said, I've heard some of these actors play multiple people. It's easy today with the masks. I'm not talking about cloning, but that's possible too. Yes. Darren said, but Hanks was back in the US recently, or was it an actor playing an actor? I don't know. I guess we're going to find out, soon. I am Kai said, Anne, yes, deep fake videos show it's easy. Actor Hanks supposedly gone over a year. David said, I'm subscribed to HA. We'll check that out later. Robin said, raiding a former president's home is setting a precedent. Raid the other ones too. Yes. Selena said, I'm Kai. Get some NAC. Web search. Herbal supplements for seizures. That. Is it? That's it, eh? Anne said, I married a guy who looks so much like Tom Hanks, he got asked for an autograph. Oh, wow. Good on you. Darren said, just loaded H.A. Goodman to watch later. There's a couple of vids about. Okay. I'll probably wrap this up soon so I can go and check it out too. I may come back same time tomorrow, guys. Anne said, oh, well. I am Kai said, Selena, I will find out about it. Thanks. Deb said, rat jump ship before it sinks. Freaking bot. Someone's already got to them. Good on you guys. I'm hoping the seizing is just spirit attacks. Well, I am Kai. If that helps, get some. If it's supposed to help seizures, yeah. George, how you going, George? Pat said, Restored Republic. UT say Joe Biden dead a while. Fake Biden about 3. James Wood and Jim Carrey are 2 of them. Yeah, James Woods wouldn't surprise me if he's playing one of them. Falling up the stairs and stuff. He's good at stuff like that. David said, an ex-girlfriend of mine got off a bad heroin habit but never could quit smoking cigarettes. She said it's harder too. Yeah. Oh, I'd believe it. Anne said, uh-oh, what was Hev saying to bring the bot, lol? I'm just talking about stuff, and yeah, here they come, you know. Lady Stardust, first arrest will shock the world. That's what I think. Could it be Mr. T? That'd shock the world. Then we find out a whole lot of stuff. And everyone would be watching, I think. Even the people that hate him would be watching them. You know, hope he gets done, you know, or whatever. I am Kai said, Alex, how is it I can still see deleted comments? I don't have a wrench. David said, unless then just YouTube aren't getting rid of them maybe and showing their true colours as well. David said, the T doesn't know what give up means. We don't either. Bikers for Trump. Yeah, exactly. JD said, I was just told by a friend who watches Fox that the FBI, yes, they are, apparently. We've just been talking about that, JD. So if I've been talking about it throughout the live stream. So if anyone wants to get to find out what we've said, go back, yeah, through the live stream. I am Kai said, oh my God, these damned trembling hands. Oh, I'm Kai. Is Trump there? We don't know. But it's his home. I don't know. Oh, no, he's not there? Okay. Darren said the aliens in V couldn't handle sunlight. That's what I'm thinking. JD said, okay, thanks. Interesting. Yeah, we were talking about it, and it's going to lead to other things. It's all right. Just hang in there, okay? Lara Star said, hey, girl, been cooking stir-fry while listening. Just now heard about Mr. T. It's a pisser, but no surprise. Hope it will be discovery. I think it will. I really do. It also, like, I can't remember who said it, but I think it was GLOF sets a precedent for it to be done back to them. So now the FBI can go and raid any ex-president's home. So there are, yeah. I am Kai said, and we're reptilian. I'm not, are we? We aren't, are we? My Tennessee said, yes, DeSantis can kick FBI out of Florida. Hope DeSantis isn't one of them. Were reptilian. Oh, okay. Oh, and they were reptilian. Yes, 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 I get you. You're not saying we are, you're saying they were. Okay. Whew. I am Kai said, okay, I'm going to smoke a bowl. Be right back. Yep, that'll probably stop the shakes so much too. I am Kai. Does that work for you? Dennis Biss says there are 2 photos leaked, Bummer and Hostelry on the chair strapped with very glazed eyes. It looked real. Really? Anne said, save me a hit, Kai. Darren said, it's well known that May red drinks, example milkshakes, are coloured with crushed bugs. I wouldn't be surprised if some colour, you know, the flavouring colouring is made from, that's why I don't want prepackaged food. I want fresh, that's it. I don't want things in my food. I want to know what's in it, so I'm going to cook it. I am Kai said, you know it, Anne? Yep. Liam said, as a child in LA, I remember walking past a few Hell's Angels motorcycle gang members, and I commented to Mum that Lucifer must be sad when his workers get caught in prison. I've always remembered her response, I know Lucifer loves how miserable they'd be in prison. Yep. Pat said, apparently they are vampires in their true sense. They come out at night, stay in their basements during the day, and they breathe hydrogen. They want climate change. Yep. I am Kai said, as soon as you accept that you are a lowercase g God, things happen. Satan runs and you look at yourself, match thought to emotion, secret revealed. Anne said, sounds right, Liam. Selena said, I reported those posts too. Good on you guys. I am Kai said, green boiled peanuts are awesome. I've never had them. Boiled. Wow. Holly said, good to hear your faith, Hev, in the plant. Yes, I do. Fully. I can see things happening. I've been able to see it the whole way through. Actually, since the board stopped posting, more so. You can see things happening, and if you follow that, you know, kind of can see what's happening. So yeah, I'm still there. I'm still 100%. And I was sus at first. But I can see it. Darren said, boiled nuts sound like another hot day. Anne said, I boil my own peanuts sometimes. Takes a while. Really? Boiled peanuts. I've only ever heard of roasted peanuts. Darren said, a pawn that reaches the other side becomes more powerful. Alex said, thank you. Selena was getting ready to go to bed, so missed the other bot spam attack. Anne said, I made up a new rule. When your pawn gets to the back row, it can become a king if it wants. Now they have to checkmate both. I am Kai said, wish you all could have seen me as mod on that channel when another me popped in. Idiot. Really? Hey, g'day, Meg. How you going? I'm late. Hope I didn't miss much. I'm about to wrap it up, I think. But Mr. T's been raided. Mar-a-Lago has been raided, and we'll see what happens. And I might be back tomorrow, same time, depending on what happens. Holly said, Prince Andrew said, I hope to come back as a virus to... Oh, no, that was not Andrew. It was the Queen's husband, Prince Philip. He wanted to come back as a virus to rid the world because too many people. He didn't get censored or arrested. Yeah. Yep. I'm sure that was Prince Philip, the Queen's hubby or boyfriend or whoever he was. Alex is laughing. Darren said, if Mr. T hadn't hadn't sped up. Yeah, hadn't sped up the thing. The quarantine camps would be re-education camps by now. There's method in his madness. There's a reason he does things, and it's not always clear. It's not always like what he's trying to. It's not always what it seems. That's what I'm trying to get at. Dennis Biz says there must be much more coming big about AJ case, maybe to expose CIA, FBI. Depp case amounted really to nothing. Should we stay tuned? Yeah, with the AJ one, yes, because the other day he did say, they said he thought there was, like, they were trying to go at him and, have a go at him. And they said, oh, yeah, he said there's, like, pedophile things running around all over the place. And AJ said, what, like Epstein? And they all shut up. They didn't know what to do. They had no comeback. So keep watching it. Eyes open all around the place. I am Kai said, just imagine how many people it takes to cover the disappearance of 800,000 children every year. McDonald's is the dump. I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, George, I thought it was Prince Philip. Yep. We knew what you meant, though, Holly. We knew exactly who you meant. Alex said, the way my room is now, I'll be able to see the sunrise. Hopefully I'll get back into some sort of routine. Oh, lovely, Alex. Darren said, many years of cleaning up the mess to come. Yes. I am Kai. Prince Philip, walking corpse, looking zombie. Yeah. Darren said, I didn't mean your room, Alex. No, we know. Hey, Katie, how you going? Just got home from school drop-off. It's freezing cold, 7.5 degrees. Yeah, it's not much better here. Last time I looked, it was 4.5. I am Kai said decades. Yeah, it may take decades to clean up. Depends. If people are motivated, it won't take that long, I don't think. Like if we all get motivated, to do, I'm already ready to go. I want to go to the country and start a farm and, I want to go there. Alex said, I heard Hank got Greek citizenship where they don't prosecute pedos. Interesting. Yeah, I heard that too. Liam said, oh my gosh, we've have that same brand of NAC and had our daily dose just 2 minutes prior to you holding up that bottle. There you go. Would it work for I Am Kai? I don't know, but I wish I could send you mine, Kai. Pat said Alex said, yes, come back tomorrow, Hev. This has been an awesome chat as always. I will. I think I might have to because there's a lot. Look, there's going to be so much going on now. I'm not sure. I'll try to upload to Rumble. I might even just link YouTube to Rumble so these upload onto Rumble. I got complaints about that the other day, but oh well. Can't please everyone all the time now, can you? Shit. I am Kai. You did, Alex, right after the announcement. I am Kai said, I'll be here, Hev. Darren said, tell them they can get away with it in Greece, then change the government and bring them down in one go. Yeah. Carol said, good night, all. Good night, Carol. Holly said, Trump is safe at... Oh, the base. Okay. Good. How do you say that? Is that Cheyenne base? Cheyenne base? I don't know how to say it. I want to know how to say it. I am Kai said, it's a ploy. Far is far, raid them all. Fair is fair, yes. Good night, Carol. Everyone's saying good night to Carol. My Tennessee, I wonder if this raid's a distraction from something else happening or going to happen, and they know the raid will clog up the news cycle. You could be right there, my Tennessee. It very well could be. Could be other things coming out that they want to try and, look over here, not over there. It could very well be something like that. We're going to find out as time goes on. Like I only heard this when I got on the live that it had even happened because I was searching my Twitter feed for any recent news, didn't find anything. And then as soon as I got on, people started telling me and I was like, okay, I didn't know that. I am Kai said, I think Darren had it. It sets precedents. Yeah. Yeah, it was Darren and Geoloft were saying that it sets a precedent for things to be turned, I think. There could have been others in there too. I'm sorry if I didn't mention your name and you said it. I do appreciate all you guys for telling me these things. Even if I've been told already, it doesn't matter. I appreciate it. I am Kai said all of them. Robin said, I think first arrest will be someone who's supposed to be dead, like Bin Laden or someone like that. Oh, you never know. Or Mr. T. I think it could be Mr. T. I've said that for a while. I remember saying a while ago, don't be surprised if he's arrested because of what they're doing, because they don't care. They don't care. They'll do it anyway. You know what I mean? Just don't be surprised, no matter which way it goes. Alex said, yeah, Philip. He said he wanted to come back as a virus and kill off loads of the population. Nasty family, in my opinion. No good parasites. Yes, exactly. I am Kai said, motion of discovery means both sides show their cards, all of them. I can't wait. GLF said, those seeking truth need to research deeper into Waco, Texas, and the 4 ATF officers killed. Who were those officers? Backgrounds? Prior occupation? What legal precedent happened before Waco? Interesting, Geoloft. Good on ya. Geoloft is full of information. That's interesting because, yeah, that was a setup thing that was. D-Lee said, much love and many hugs to all. Be well. See you next time right here on Hev's channel. God love yous. Selena said, AJ, you mean like Epstein supplying kids to the Clintons? Yes, exactly. That's what he said. Yes. And they all looked like started doing stuff. So they weren't like, you could see that it panicked them. Exactly. I am Kai said, if everyone goes apeshit Mad Max, yeah. I am Kai said, love that, Selena, on record now. Alex said, much love to you too, D. Lee. Cheyenne base. There you go. Cheyenne base. Thank you. I knew it was different than what I was trying to say. You know what I mean? It's like Arkansas. It reads like Arkansas, but it's actually Arkansas. So it's one of them. I get you. Cheyenne. I'll have to remember that. Cheyenne. Darren said it's a chance to find a better way to exist. Caretakers rather than governors, maybe. Yes, exactly. Like administrators, not government, you know. Night Hev, night Selena. Aaron thinks it's a distraction. Hopefully. Good night, D-Lee. Cheyenne, there you go. Did you watch and, more importantly, listen to the happenings recorded live at the Murrah building in OKC, Bush cover-up? No. It's the Cheyenne. Yeah. I'm going to have to remember that. Cheyenne. I am Kai. It's got to be to file motion of discovery. Yes. Enemy won't file it. Someone will. Believe me. Something's going to happen. Anyway, guys, you guys take care. I hope you have a good morning, afternoon, or evening, and I'll play my outro thing. Hang on, I got to find it first. Okay, guys.
I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I've changed for the better this time. I thought I would never be fine. I strive just to say I'm alright, and for the first time in a long time I'm alright. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I'm not falling. I'll push all my chips and call all in. I'll bet on myself, you keep stalling. I hear destiny and it's calling. I'll keep my head up high through the downs and lows, and we're all going life. Still nobody knows, but I'ma choose what's right and take what comes and goes. And ain't no one in life holding me back no more. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. Way back a year ago.